Icebreaker. Breeze. Book 1. Hannah Grace. One Pipe Anastasia. Again, Anastasia. If I hear the words again and Anastasia together in a sentence one more time, it might be the thing that finally tips me over the edge. I have been on the edge since I woke up this morning with a hangover sent directly from the pits of hell, so the last thing I need right now is more grief from Coach Aubrey Brady. I focus on suppressing my annoyance, like I do every training session when she makes it her mission to push me to my limit. Rationalizing it is her dedication that makes her such a successful coach. I decide throwing my ice skates at her is something that should stay in my imagination. "You are being sloppy, Stas," she yells as we fly straight past her. Sloppy girls do not get medals. What did I say about not throwing skates at her? Come on, Anastasia. Put in some effort for once. Aaron snickers, poking his tongue out at me when I shoot him a cold glare. Aaron Carlisle is the best male figure skater at the University of California, Maple Hills has to offer. When I was offered a spot at UCMH and my skating partner was not, Aaron was luckily in the same position, and we became pairs. This is our third year of skating together, and our third year of getting our asses kicked. I have a theory that Aubrey is a Soviet spy. I do not have any evidence, and my theory is not well developed. Developed at all, actually. But sometimes when she is screaming at me to straighten my spine or lift my chin, I swear a slight Russian accent slips out, which is peculiar for a woman from Phillipsburg, Montana. Comrade Brady was a figure skating superstar in her heyday. Even now, her movements are delicate and controlled, and she moves with such grace it is hard to believe she can shout as loud as she does. Her graying hair is always pulled back into a tight bun, which accentuates her high cheekbones, and she is always wrapped tight in her signature faux fur black coat, which Aaron jokes is where she hides all her secrets. The rumor is she was supposed to go to the Olympics with her partner, Wyatt. However, Wyatt and Aubrey were practicing those lifts a little too often, and she ended up holding a baby instead of a gold medal. That is why she has been in a bad mood since she started coaching 25 years ago. Claire de Lune fades as Aaron and I finish our routine nose to nose, our chests heaving against each other as we try to catch our breath. When we finally hear a single clap, we move apart and skate toward what will undoubtedly be the source of my next headache. I haven't even stopped moving when her green eyes lock on me and narrow. When are you going to land your Lutz? If you are not going to deliver, it needs to come out of your long program. Aside from Brady, successfully doing a quadruple Lutz and not landing on my behind is the current bane of my existence. I have been practicing for God knows how long, but I cannot quite manage to nail it. Aaron can execute it flawlessly, which is why I convinced the choreographer to put it into our routine in the first place. Pride is a foolish thing. It is incredibly foolish when it comes to figure skating, since when you get it wrong, you bounce your face off solid ice. I would take face planting over the annoying, fake, disappointed face Aaron pulls anytime it is suggested we take it out. It is coming, coach, I say with as much fake enthusiasm as possible. I am getting there. It is not perfect yet, but I will keep practicing. It is a minor lie, a harmless one. I am getting there. What I have failed to mention is I am only getting there off the ice, specifically when I am attached to equipment that helps me get there. She is getting there. Aaron lies, throwing an arm around my shoulders. Just a bit longer, AB. It is nice for Aaron to be on my side and show a united front to KGB. Aubrey. What he says in private is that the only way I am going to pull it off is if I start doping and build a time machine to get my pre-puberty body back. She mutters something inaudible and waves us off flippantly. I will see you two back here tomorrow, and if you could both not be hungover, that would be great. I am fairly certain eating in and out before training is not going to get either of you onto the Olympic team. Understood? Shit. Yes, coach, we say in harmony. Aaron is staring at his phone, waiting for me in the lobby when I finally exit the women's locker room. I freaking told you she would know. I groan, swinging my bag toward him as soon as I am close enough to hit him in the stomach with it. I did not even have anything. He grunts at the impact, tugging the bag from my hands and flinging it over his shoulder. The woman has the nose of a bloodhound. Like most things in life, skating is far easier when you are a man because nobody is picking you up and launching you across the room twice a day. Freshman year, I gained the freshman 15. Well, it was more like the freshman 5, but Aaron said I was getting too heavy to lift, so I have not put on an ounce since. I try to stick to my meal plan religiously, with the odd party here and there to keep me lucid. My best friend's 21st birthday yesterday was the perfect opportunity to let loose a little, even if it did mean braving Brady with a hangover. We climb into Aaron's new G-Wagon, the latest guilt gift from his adulterous but wealthy father, and head home. Aaron and I decided it would be cool to live together with my best friend Sabrina at the end of freshman year. Our schedules are similar and our lives revolve around skating, so it made sense. Aaron takes the turn onto Maple Avenue and looks over at me while I rummage through my purse for my most prized possession. "What does the planner say you are doing tonight?" I roll my eyes, ignoring his teasing tone. "Getting laid." "You," he says, the tip of his nose wrinkling as he grimaces. "It is bad enough you plan what time you sleep and eat, but do you need to plan having sex?" He is not lying about the sleeping and eating thing. Every minute of my life is meticulously scheduled in my trusty planner, which my friends find equal parts hilarious and ridiculous. I wouldn't necessarily say I am a control freak, but I am a woman who needs to be in control. There's definitely a difference. I shrug, suppressing the urge to point out that at least I'm getting some, unlike him. Ryan is a busy guy and I am a busy girl. I want to see him as much as I can before basketball season. Ryan Rothwell is 6 feet 6 inches of pure athletic perfection. UCMH point guard and team captain, he is as serious about his sport as I am, which makes for a perfect no-strings-attached situation. The added benefit is Rye is the sweetest guy, so we have become great friends through our mutually beneficial arrangement. "I can't believe you're still fucking around with him. He is like double your size. How does he not crush you?" "No, wait. I don't want to know." "I know he is." I giggle, pinching his cheeks until he bats me away. Sort of the whole point. Most people assume Aaron and I are more than partners, but we are more like siblings. It is not that he is not good looking. We have just never had any romantic interest in each other. Aaron is much taller than me and lean like a dancer with his sculpted, muscular body. His black hair is kept short, and I swear he wears mascara because his sky blue eyes are framed with the darkest, jealousy-inducing lashes, contrasting prominently against his pale skin. "I officially know too much about your sex life, Anastasia. Aaron can't decide if he likes Ryan or not. Sometimes he is cool with him, and Ryan gets to see the Aaron. I see the one who is fun to be around. You would assume Ryan had personally ruined Aaron's life or something the rest of the time. Aaron can be so abrupt and harsh that it is embarrassing. It is unpredictable, but Ryan brushes it off and tells me not to worry about it. I promise to not talk about it for the rest of the drive home if you promise to give me a ride to Ryan's later." He contemplates for a minute or so. "Okay, deal?" Sabrina looks up from the salad she is stabbing aggressively with her fork and huffs. "I am just saying, whose dick is Olivia Abbott sucking to get the lead role for the 3rd year in a row?" I can't help but cringe at her harsh words, but I know she does not mean it. She was already feeling delicate this morning after the copious amounts of alcohol we consumed last night for her birthday. So today was not the best day to find out she did not get the part she wanted. I have watched every show for the past 2 years, and Bryn knows as well as I do, Olivia is an exceptionally talented actor. Can she not just be very talented and not be sucking someone's dick? Anastasia, will you please let me be petty for 5 minutes and pretend I don't know she is better than me? Aaron throws himself into the chair beside me and reaches over to pick a carrot stick from my plate. What are we being petty about? Olivia Abbott, Bryn and I respond in unison, the distaste in her tone evident as hell. She is hot. Might be the hottest girl on campus, he says nonchalantly, clearly not paying attention to how Sabrina's jaw drops. Is she single? Here is the text to convert. How am I supposed to freaking know? She doesn't talk to anyone. She swans in, gets the role I want, and carries on being an anomaly. Sabrina studies How am I supposed to freaking know? She doesn't talk to anyone. She swans in, gets the role I want, and carries on being an anomaly. Sabrina studies performing arts, and it must be an unwritten rule that you have to have a larger-than-life personality because everyone I have met on her course is like her. It is usually an exhausting battle for attention, even as a spectator, but Olivia keeps to herself, and for some reason, it seems to bother people. I am sorry, Brinny. There is always next time, I offer. We both know it does not mean anything, but she blows me a kiss anyway. If it makes you feel any better, I still cannot land my Lutz. Aubrey is going to work it out soon and banish me to Siberia. Oh no, you are officially a failure. How can you ever step foot on the ice again? She grins, her honey brown eyes shining as I scowl at her. You will get there, babe. You are working hard. Her eyes move to Aaron, tapping away on his phone, totally uninterested in our conversation. Hey, Ice Princess? You are going to help me out here. Huh? Sorry, yeah, you are hot too, Brinny. I am surprised I do not see the steam leave Sabrina's ears as she yells at him about what I assume is him not listening to her, in a mixture of Arabic and English. I slowly retreat to my bedroom, eager to not draw attention to myself and get caught in the crossfire of my roommate's argument. Living with Aaron and Sabrina are like living with siblings who always wanted to be only children. Aaron, like me, is an actual only child. The miracle baby to his two aging Midwestern parents, desperate to keep their marriage together. Living with other people after being his parents' pride and joy for 18 years was a big transition for him, and for us, who are the ones who have to live with him and his mood swings. Now, he is not in Chicago. Things between his parents are not great, and we always know when they are extra bad because Aaron gets an obnoxiously expensive and unnecessary gift. Like a G-Wagon. In contrast to the two of us, Sabrina is from a huge family. Being the youngest and the only girl with 7 older brothers guaranteed her the #1 spot in her house. After being constantly showered with attention, she traveled so far from her native Brooklyn for some peace. When we met for the first time, she said she had considered going to college in Algeria, where her parents are from. But she changed her mind quickly when a few of her brothers suggested moving with her. She also realized there would not be frat parties. I am still hiding out in my room when my phone buzzes and Ryan's name flashes on my screen. Ryan. The boys want to throw a party tonight. Your place instead? Ryan. They were supposed to be going to a pep rally or some stuff, but now they are staying home. Ryan. Just want to be alone with you. Sure, roommates are in though. We'll have to be quiet. Ryan. Huh? Ryan. Should probably give yourself that instruction in a mirror. Ryan. You free now? Yeah, come over. Ryan. On my way. Bringing snacks. Everyone friends again? I call out cautiously as I make my way from my bedroom to the living room. They are both fixated on the Criminal Minds rerun on the TV, but I get a faint yeah in response, letting me know it is safe to approach. I lean over the couch for a handful of popcorn from the bowl resting between them, making a mental note to add it to my food tracker when I get back to my room. So the basketball team is having a party. I was wondering if we will go with you, ? Aaron interrupts, sounding uncharacteristically hopeful. No? Sabrina spins to face me, her chestnut brown curls bouncing around her shoulders and delight written all over her face. If we mind that Ryan wants to come here? Yeah. How did you... Cough up, Carlisle, she laughs, holding out her hand. He presses a few 20s into her palm, muttering something under his breath as she counts them out. We heard about the party, and I did not think you would want to get railed with drunk freshmen making out on the other side of the door. We are going to walk there? Our home is one of Aaron's dad's better, forgive me, presents. It was either after his affair with his secretary or before he decided to have sex with the interior designer. Maple Tower is a beautiful condominium block on the edge of campus, and our place has a great view and tons of natural light. The building is not exclusive to students, so it is a peaceful place to live, but it is close enough to everyone else that stumbling home from parties is easy. Aaron and I are not supposed to be at parties, but what Aubrey does not know will not hurt her. I have already watched. Sabrina tries on 10 different outfits when Ryan texts to let me know he is finally on his way up, giving me an excuse to leave her and her 10 almost identical black dresses. The butterflies I get when there is a knock at the door and I know Ryan is on the other side of it were strange to me at first, but now it is cute. He is practically filling the doorway when I open the door to let him in. His messy blonde hair is still damp, and he smells strongly of orange and something I cannot quite put my finger on, which is now weirdly comforting to me. His head dips to mine, and his lips press against my cheek lightly. Hello, beautiful. He hands me the bag of snacks he always insists on bringing, because apparently I do not eat enough, and I do not have anything good to eat when he's here. Ryan eats more than any person I know, and his version of good is loaded with sugar. For some reason, Aaron and Bryn are watching us from the living room like they have never seen other human beings before. Ryan laughs when he spots them. Fortunately, he is used to their antics by now, and he offers them a quiet hello as I lead him in the direction of my bedroom. Hey, Rothwell, ? Sabrina shouts as we reach my door. He lets go of my hand, turning around to face her. Yeah? She is leaning over the back of the couch, and I know from the mischievous look on her face, I do not want to hear whatever she has to say. Since my bedroom is next to Stassi's, and I am going to be listening to your grunting and balls slapping all night, my eyes widen as far as they can go from behind him. Can I have the code for your room, so I do not have to fight for the shared bathroom at the party at your place? Campus housing has electronically coded locks on bedroom doors for security. Ryan's room has a private bathroom, so Bryn's request is a good idea since the bathroom line gets ridiculous the drunker people get. It is her delivery that is going to require some serious work. Sure, I will text it to you. No snooping, Alali. I will know if you have. She holds up a peace sign. Scout's honor. Enjoy all the sex. Here is the text to convert. Jesus. Bryn. I groan loud enough for her to hear as I drag Ryan into my room away from her. I'm so sorry. I like her. She is funny. He chuckles, taking my face between his hands and tilting my head up so he can kiss me. It is soft at first, then more urgent as his tongue moves against mine. His hands travel down my body gently until they reach my thighs, scooping me up in one quick motion. My legs automatically wrap around his waist, my body familiar with his after doing this so many times. There is banging outside of my room, which I think is my roommates leaving, but every hot kiss Ryan places on my neck steals my attention away. I should check if it is them going, but it suddenly plummets to the bottom of things on my mind when Ryan lowers me to the bed and climbs on top of me. How was your day? He mumbles beneath my ear. He always does this. He kisses me perfectly, positions his body between my legs, applies enough pressure to have me squirm, scrambles the thoughts in my head, and then asks me something mundane like how my day was. The second I try to formulate a response, his fingers journey beneath my t-shirt, and he traces the curve of my jaw with his nose. Every inch of my skin feels like it is buzzing, and he has not even done anything yet. It was fine, I skated. His body rocks as he laughs. You skated? Sounds interesting. Why don't you tell me more, Alan? I hate him. I really, really hate him. I incoherently mumble something about ice and Russians as he strips us of our clothes until we are both in our underwear. Ryan's body would make a Greek god weep, tanned skin from his summer home in Miami, and a torso with more abdominal muscles than I can count. Forget a Greek god, it makes me want to weep. Gripping my panties on each hip, He waits until I nod before slowly pulling them down my legs, throwing them behind him, and spreading my legs wide. Stas? Yeah? His forehead creases. Can Sabrina really hear my balls?